Howdy guys, it's Luke at Geekgaming Scenics, and in this video, let's take a look at the model that you all need. I'll catch you after this. So guys, you know if you've been a long watcher of this channel, I've got a bit of a dwarf obsession. I'm not talking about these dwarves. These are not real dwarf berserkers, fire slayers, whatever you want to call them. These are wearing armour. I'm talking about these guys. I've had a soft spot for these. These was the first army I've ever collected when I got into this hobby almost 7 years ago. There's just something about the whole look and aesthetic of these dwarves, to the point where some of my viewers think that I'm basing my entire appearance on them. And with these models, because they're out of print and because I struggle to make units or try and make enough variants of them to make all my units look interesting, I even went to the point of cutting up some really expensive out of print models that you can't get anymore, or even limited edition ones, and sticking them together to make cool little unit fillers for my Kings of War army. Even to the point of getting friends to help me sculpt and change other models to resemble dwarves or giant berserkers to fit in with my armies. This just shows you how much of a bit of a slayer or berserker dwarf nut I actually am. So I've been working with Dan. Dan is from Print My Minis. He's also from Atlantis Miniatures. Dan has got an awesome Kickstarter going called The World of Dragons 2. If you've been a watcher of this channel over the last 6 years, you know that I loved Atlantis Miniatures and I still love Print My Miniatures, or Print My Minis, whatever you want to call them. This Kickstarter is full of some of the most amazing dragons I have ever seen for you to print at home. Even on one of them pledges, you can get an awesome Dwarf Slayer version of me. No clothes, just a big angry dwarves with holes in his ears and big swingy axes. This Kickstarter ends tomorrow, okay, at 1 PM. Back it now. Let's get that undead dragon and them later pledges unlocked, because they're some of the nicest dragons to go. Don't worry if you can't pledge today or tomorrow, but there will be, in a couple of weeks' time, some late pledges. Dan's doing some amazing work for STLs for you to print at home, and these are just some of the nicest sculpted models I have ever seen. Check them out below, guys. I'm sure you'll love them. All the links and everything are down there. Now, this model, we've been working on it with Dan for a while now, because I've wanted a model to go with my Slayer army. I've also wanted the dwarf so I can play Age of Sigmar with it, so it'll replace my Gotrek. Okay? Now, this model's also part of a big diorama that I'm going to do, where me and Josh are fighting a massive dragon over a big lava pit, lights, effects and everything, all to come. So this is like the sort of pre-video to that. Now, I don't know what it is about dwarves, but ever since I've got into the models, I found them very easy to paint. You can do very little with them and get them painted up quickly. Now, throwing down a couple of base coats and just doing a simple layering technique, some bright orange on the beard, a quick wash, and then coming in and just highlighting little areas that you want to accentuate, and you get a very, very nice model at the end of it. Now, this has been what got me into the hobby. So to the fact that I can actually sit down and paint a model that resembles me, I'm not going to be attempting any painting tattoos on there yet, because I don't think I'm good enough at freehand, but I will have a go at some point in the future. This video has been a bit for me because I've just wanted to sit down and paint my model and just admire what Dan's created. And if you'd like to get this model as well, if you want to get that, you can either back the Kickstarter, but if that's not for you, if you join my Patreon, all my patrons will get access to this model when it's being supported as well. So there's your two ways to get it. I would love to see what you guys do to it. I just love the fact that I've got no clothes on at all. I've just got a little loincloth, and even all the little details, like all the Geekgaming Scenics logos on the axe. There's a little GGS on the cloth. And the fact that he's got my tunnels in, and it's just an amazing model, and I'm so happy I've got this model. And this model is what everybody needs in the Warhammer armies. I'm going to use it with my Dwarf Slayer army. I'm going to be using it for my Age of Sigmar stuff. And I've got to use it in D&D. If you're looking forward to seeing this diorama, guys, let me know down in the comments below. It's going to be a huge, fully lit up diorama of me fighting a massive dragon with Pickle helping me out as well. I can't wait for it. Sorry for the little short video this week, guys, but we've got an hell of a lot on and there's a lot of board builds coming. But I've just took the weekend just to paint up my new lovely little model and get ready to put it on a nice diorama. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. And if you want to support the channel, check all the links below. I'll catch you again for the next video. Love, love, love.